Hello, and welcome back to Pondering. Have you seen the recent movie that came out called Don't Look Up? It stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence. It is a comedy disaster movie about a comet heading toward planet Earth that will cause massive destruction of the Earth. The comet approaches, and all the countries of the world come together to figure out a way to stop it. During this process, to keep the Earth from going into mass hysteria, people are told to look down, do not look up. This sounds like the government is trying to say it is a lost cause, and they want people to be calm and accept what is about to happen. At the end of the movie, family and friends are sitting around enjoying an evening meal when I can hear some of you out there saying, "Come on, man, don't tell us the end of the movie." Okay, I won't tell you how it ends, but it is very interesting movie that shows how people react to disasters, especially the last scene. It is also interesting this movie came out when there are some very disturbing things happening on the earth. Now, if you are already depressed and having a hard time with issues of life, I want to give you a content warning on this presentation and ask you to turn this off and not watch it. This pondering will not bring you joy or make you happy, and you're probably going to be mad at me. I think we can all agree the weather was really bad in 2021. Hurricanes are becoming more frequent and destructive. There was an increase in thunderstorms and lightning strikes. One very unusual event was lightning strikes increased by double around the North Pole. Twice as many as occurred in the last 9 years. It is reported that scientists do not know why. In 2021, weather disasters broke many records and killed many people. Just a few days ago, we had a major northeaster that dumped a massive amount of snow on the northeast coast of the United States. Here's a list of some of the disasters that occurred in 2021. We had terrible floods in various places. Tornadoes that moved across the land for hundreds of miles, for 100 miles. Remember what happened in Alabama and the surrounding states? We had thunderstorms that produced straight line winds with speeds up to 60 and 70 miles an hour, causing destruction to homes and properties. We had Hurricane Ida, and it's reported that it caused the most damage of any hurricane in modern history, supposedly around $70 billion. We had huge fires in the United States, believed to be caused by dry weather and lightning strikes. The fires produced massive destruction to homes, property, and it caused mudslides and produced bad air from the smoke. So we need to ask, why was the weather so bad in 2021? And why does it seem to be getting worse? There are many people that believe all this is happening because of greenhouse gases that are produced from car exhaust and manufacturing industries. The gases are supposedly destroying the atmosphere at the North Pole and letting in very dangerous sun rays, causing the planet and the oceans to heat up. When the ocean and atmosphere heats up, it causes bad storms, hurricanes, and causes the weather to undergo changes that affect the whole Earth weather-wise. They say if we don't switch to electric cars and make our industry safe, the greenhouse gases that are released will bring disaster on the earth. The president rejoined the Paris Accord, spending billions of dollars along with other countries to supposedly fix the terrible weather issue. But wait, there are always those who disagree with the theory of greenhouse gases, and they have a different theory. I call these guys the internet YouTube mad scientists. I don't really think they're mad, it's just fun to call them that. Although sometimes they say things that are kind of way out there. In fact, a number of them actually work for the government already and have been right on several issues facing our world. So we cannot discount what they are saying in total. They want us to ask the question, why are we having so many earthquakes and volcanoes? They believe the year 2022 will be a year when things will happen that will make the whole world sit back and acknowledge something not related to greenhouse gases is really happening. Here I've listed some of their predictions. They believe earthquakes and volcanoes will become much worse. Magma has been moving from deep in the earth to the surface, causing the Earth's crust to change and move. Because of this, volcanoes and earthquakes will become an everyday event. I can't help but to think about the volcano that just happened in the Pacific Ocean. It was located deep underwater, and yet it spewed ash 12 miles in the air. In the state of South Carolina, just within the last couple of months, we have had 15 earthquakes. You have to think that maybe something really crazy is really happening, beginning to happen. These mad scientists believe that the many active volcanoes now supposedly occurring under the ocean water is the reason the water temperature is changing, and not because of greenhouse gases. They claim the government will not tell us about a lot of what is occurring because of the panic it would cause. They believe in 2022, lightning storms will become very dangerous, causing deaths and property damage. We will have major unbelievable water issues and flood events. We will have what has been classified by the government as hyper hurricanes with wind speeds reaching 500 and 600 miles per hour. Can you imagine that? You can Google hyper hurricanes if you would like more information. The mad scientists believe the Earth's temperature will become very hot this summer. They claim this year the Earth's surface temperature will reach 140 degrees in some places. Now, are you ready for the big question? What in the world, or should I say out of this world, will cause all this bad stuff to happen? The mad scientists will tell you the government will not tell you what is happening because of the panic it would cause. But this year, they say you will see it, and no one can deny the truth of it. They disagree amongst themselves on some of the specifics and the when and where, but they all believe there is a planet. Some believe it is a comet, but it is heading in the direction that will bring it close to the Earth. It is actually supposedly in a orbit and has visited the Earth thousands of years ago. They also believe this is well documented on stones and scrolls found from the past. The gravity fields of this entity will affect the Earth in a drastic way. It will also cause the Earth to tilt and our magnetic fields to go crazy the closer it gets. One last thing that the mad scientists say is that when it comes, it will bring a lot of space trash. In other words, asteroids. The most amazing thing, they claim, is that it has already been spotted with telescopes, but we will actually see it sometime this year, and it will then be undeniable by any person or government that would keep it from their citizens. It is strange. They just released the movie Don't Look Up. The government's motto was, don't look up, look down. Are they trying to prepare us on how we should act if and when this comet or planet arrives? Okay, I know this is some far out stuff, but it is something worth pondering on. You be the judge. Do you believe what the government is saying about greenhouse gases, or do you believe the internet, YouTube mad scientists? There is one thing that will tell us the truth of the matter, and that is time. Time will tell. Now, if this pondering was of interest to you, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you do, YouTube will notify you anytime a new presentation has been published. If you would like to make a comment or have a question, please respond to ponderingwd@gmail.com. I would really enjoy hearing any opinions or ideas you may have. Until next time, stay safe and have a good day.